this video. How about that? Get copyrighted. Okay, welcome back. I don't know how to start an intro. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, hello. My name is Jasmine, as you can see. And fun fact, I'm gonna be playing with my hair this whole entire video. So my mirror's over here, so I'm just gonna keep looking. I actually have a hole in my pants, and I hope you guys can't see it. So as you can see by the title, today we're gonna be talking about just like girl shit. So I decided to sit on my little couch and then just chill, drink, and just talk. So I asked you guys on Instagram. Actually, let me go get it. Okay, so I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions or some things that you guys might want to talk about, and some of this shit was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, this video, because I have been drinking this video, I'm gonna be swearing a lot. So if you don't like swearing, then you should exit like now. Okay, so some of the stuff that you guys asked or wrote, you wrote to me, were hilarious. Like, let's start there. Then secondly, some of the stuff that y'all wrote, I wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't expecting some of y'all to write like personal stuff. So I was just like, I'm a little like pumped because like I'm like, yo, like this is like stuff that me and my friends talk about. So it's hilarious. So, by the way, that's a mimosa, or like a bootleg mimosa. Anyways, so the first thing, I have a bunch of things written down because you guys wrote it to me a while ago. So the first thing that someone wrote, and I said that it was gonna be completely anonymous, but the fact that I know who wrote what is hilarious. But anyway, so the first thing that someone wrote was Haitians and drug dealers men, like Haitian men and drug dealers. I literally screamed when I seen this. First of all, honey, let me just tell you guys, I have a history with both. Well, not necessarily drug dealers, but with Haitian men, like, it's a no. Like, it's a hell no. Like, never doing it. Ever. I think, okay. Let me, how do I put this without like offending anyone? Okay, so actually I don't even care if I offend anybody. Okay, so I think, you know how when you do your makeup, like you get like boogies, or is it just me? Haven't really dealt with a drug dealer, but I have dealt with a scammer, and I guess they're all the same. And no, they're no, sis. The only thing they're good for is nothing, actually. Like, okay, they'll give you money, they'll pay your bills and everything, but then you get a headache. Like, so it's like, do you want your bills paid or do you want a headache? And like, I low-key wanted my bills paid, but then I'm like, I also don't want this headache, you know what I mean? So no, we're not doing that. Not in 2020. We're not. At least I'm not. You guys can go ahead and go for it. But for like Haitian men, I dealt with 2 Haitian men. So, and it was like brief. Like the first one, I was like in college. I didn't graduate college, by the way, so that just says a lot. So the first guy that I dealt with, he was like a little fling, to be honest. And he wasn't really nothing. Like, I thought I was gonna marry him, honestly, but that ended real quick. It was like me, and I'm toxic. Like, he was a Sagittarius, and he was just like, he's not ready to settle down. And I thought I was at that time, but I really, like, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, I was just young, and then I was just like blinded, so whatever. But yeah, so that was one. And then the second Haitian guy that I dealt with, he was the scammer, and he's just toxic. Like, he's literally like, I don't even know how to explain. Like, any red flag that you can think of, he had that sign. And because it was the money that I was getting from him and everything like that. Like, I'm like, yo, I need my car, an oil change, done. If I needed like my car insurance paid, if I needed like, I don't even know, like anything. And no, just anything. Like, he'd do it for me. And like, it's because he liked me. He genuinely did like me, and like I liked him too. But then it just became a headache. Like, he would just like, I don't know, like everyone was always hitting up his phone. Everybody, like, he always has something to do. Like, it was just too much, and I just couldn't deal with it. And then like, we have nothing in common. Like, we have nothing in common. I don't trust you. I just don't, like, he did some shady shit to me, and just like little things like that. And I'm just like, yo, like, what's wrong with you, kid? Like, you know what I mean? And then I don't know, like, he was just very super duper toxic, and I just had to leave that situation ASAP. I would just never, no. So there's that. If you guys want my take on that, don't date a Haitian man and don't date no drug dealers. Cases. The next one somebody wrote was, you hear my dog? The next one someone wrote was, my BD's fam is nice to me, but don't tell me when he's cheating. I'm sorry, wait, what? My BD's fam is nice to me, but don't tell me when he's cheating. Sis, hold on. First of all, sis, he's not your they're not your family, that's his family. So they're gonna always remain loyal to that person, you know what I'm saying? So just like my friends ain't your friends, you know what I'm saying? So like, my friends are gonna be loyal to me, not to you. So like, if I'm out here cheating and shit, my friends is not gonna tell you. They're gonna just tell me if I'm, you know, like, they're gonna be like, yo, Jazz, that's not right, whatever. But they're not gonna volunteer the information to you, you know what I'm saying? So same with the family. Like, just point blank, your boyfriend's family or baby daddy's family is not your family. Who's banging on my door? Who's banging on my door? Oh, that's next door. I'm like, point blank, period. Your boyfriend's family is not your family. Your boyfriend's family is always gonna remain loyal to your boyfriend, not to you, sis. So don't even trust them. Okay? There's that. The next one says, what would you do if you had a friend who copied you? And then she wrote, legit your every move. So for that, I would take that as like, I don't know, like, I would take that as a compliment. Like, I would just be like, okay, like, clearly I'm influential, you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly I influence others to want to do what I do. Like, consider yourself a trendsetter. Like, there you go, sis, round of applause. No, but seriously, I just feel like, if okay, what would I do? Okay, what would you do if you had a friend who copied you, legit your every move? So I have friends who like some of my outfits, and they're like, oh, can I borrow that? And they technically copied my outfit, or vice versa. Like, I copy some of their outfits. Like, I get inspired by my friends and they get inspired by me, whatever the case might be. But I've never had a friend who legit copied every single thing that I did. Like, if I dye my hair red, she dyes her hair red. Like, my friends don't do that. Part of me wants to tell you, like, take that as a compliment, but then a part of me is like, okay, she might be a little crazy that she wants to be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants to do everything that you're doing. So then that way that I'm taking that statement is like, she wants to do everything that you're doing. She's copying every single thing that you're doing. So she wants to be you. So that's part of me is like, that's kind of like a red flag. Me personally, I would confront her like, yo, what's up with this? Like, just straight up, like, what's good? Like, yo, I dyed my hair red, you dyed your hair red. I wore purple jeans yesterday, you wore purple jeans yesterday. Like, what's good, bro? Like, what's up? I don't know. Like, if it was me and someone was copying me, I would just be like, yo, what's up? Like, what is good? That's basically what I was saying. And then go from there. Communication is key, guys. I think if you just communicate with her or him and let them know, like, yo, like, I'm a little uncomfortable with the fact that you're copying me. She probably don't even know she's copying you. She probably doesn't even realize it. Like, she's probably like, damn, like, I like her style, so whatever, like, let me, like, she probably genuinely just feels really inspired by you, and she's just like, damn, she got nice hair, she got nice, like, skin, like, whatever, like, just, and she low-key wants to do what you do. But I don't know, like, if you're uncomfortable, I would say just talk to her or him and just let them know, like, yo, this is a little weird, like, this is what it is, these are the like, I don't know, like, set the facts and just let them know, like, hey, this is what it is, and then see what they say. And then if it becomes like an issue, or that person gives you an attitude, or they want to fight you, or they want to argue and stuff, then that's when I would be like, all right, they clearly are offended that you asked and they got caught or whatever. I don't know, I just feel like you should just ask, like, what's up, sis? The next one says, how do you know when someone's toxic? It's a two-part question. So it says, how do you know when someone's toxic, and how do you know when to be done? So for this, for me personally, if I know when someone's toxic, when everything that I'm doing is only to benefit them in the long run. So for example, your pet peeves and you're like, yo, I'm letting them slide for this person, or I'm letting, like, that to me is someone who's toxic, because they know that they aren't fit for you and they're still getting away with it, and they're like, she's still letting me, so I'm just gonna continue doing it. Honestly though, like, when I say I'm toxic, this is what I mean. Like, if you're gonna allow me to continue to do what I'm doing, then I'm gonna continue, regardless if I know if it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I know if it's, yeah, right or wrong. The person that's toxic is someone that ultimately, like, you are doing everything in your willpower to continuously make them happy, and they're not happy, and or you're just so unhappy, and I don't know, and they're taking advantage of that. Like, that to me is someone toxic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, the Haitian dude I was talking about, he was toxic in the sense that I didn't like him answering. He had 3 phones. He had 2 or 3 phones, yep, and I didn't like him answering them. I didn't, every time I would hit him up, like, he would be like, yo, I can't talk right now. If I would FaceTime him and he's like, yo, I can't FaceTime, but then he'll text me right back, like, things like that, like, okay, you're being sneaky, and then I would still allow it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like he was giving me something that I wanted, which was like money, you know what I mean? And I was just like, no, like, why am I doing this to myself? I wouldn't allow this to happen with another guy. Why would I allow this? Why am I allowing this with you? Like I just I don't know. That to me is when someone's toxic, when you're super unhappy but you're allowing them to still get away with shit that you normally wouldn't allow someone else to do, any other person to do. They're toxic for you. And when do you leave? Right away. Like, when you start to see the signs and you're like, yo, he's cheating and I keep taking him back, or I don't know, like, yo, he's controlling and I'm still allowing him to. Like, when you start to realize that you're allowing this dude to get into, or girl, whoever, to get into your skin, like, that's when you gotta go. Like, you gotta let them niggas know, like, bye. Like, I'm not, no. No, you got me fucked up, all the way fucked up. I don't know, it took me, honestly though, it did take me a lot to realize, like, when someone's toxic and when the fuck to stand up is for yourself. Like, and I can get into some stories, honey. Like, I just feel like this is my drink, okay? I ultimately think that you should leave as soon as you see the signs. I feel like right now, you asking someone else, like, oh, how do you know? Like, you already know. Deep down inside, you already know that that person's toxic for you and you shouldn't be with them, period. So, and that's any relationship. That don't have to be a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be a family, some sort of cousin, sister, brother, whoever. Like, whoever is super toxic for you, you don't need to stand. It don't matter who the hell they are. Like, don't, hell no, I don't like that shit. No, like I said, I've been through some shit with certain people, and those people that I've trusted, and I realized, like, okay, y'all did me fucking so dirty, and that's why I am the way I am now. Now I don't let nobody, no, Like, y'all not walking over me. Y'all got me fucked up, and we're gonna pay. This is how toxic I am, that I play tit for tat. Like, okay, you wanna hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you twice as bad. You think you got one up on me? Let me show you who gets the last laugh. Like, I'm bad. So I don't know. Like, maybe this might be for a different video, but like this topic is for a different video. Like, I get really passionate about shit like this. Like, when it comes to like toxic relationships and things like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, sis. I just feel like I said, if you know, like, you asking me this right now means that you know the answer already. You know that they're toxic, and two, you know it's time to go. Like, so check up them deuces, baby. Next one. When do you go through your whole phase? Mine is when my man cheats. I mean, I wouldn't consider that a whole phase, sis. That's just revenge. That don't necessarily mean you're a hoe. Okay, so when do you go through your whole phase? Okay, so most people go through their whole phase in college, but to me personally, I feel like, because I never went to college, like, I'm living my life right now. Like, right now that I'm single, I'm out here living the life, okay? Well, not right now, because we in quarantine or whatever, but like, just know your girl was outside having a hot girl summer, okay? So I would say that your whole phase is when ever, and I wouldn't necessarily consider a whole phase, because guys have multiple whole phases all year round, and it's not a thing. Like, it's not a bad thing. Like, you just doing you living your best life, sis. Do that, go ahead. Like, I'm pro whole phase, okay? I'm pro whole phase. And if you're married or in a relationship, that's not knocking you, because like, that's great. You could be a hoe for your man or girl, whatever. That's great. I, on the other hand, I'm single and hella ready to mingle, okay? This dude I'm dating is super laid back and, quite frankly, kind of boring. She put super in, like, emphasis on the super. However, I'm fond of his D. Should I tell him I'm only interested in one thing, or should I continue talking to him and smashing? So, let me read that again. This dude I'm dating is super laid back and, quite frankly, kind of boring. However, I'm fond of his D. Should I tell him I'm only interested in one thing, or should I continue taking him and talking to him and smash him? Okay. So the person that asked me this, she gave me some dope ass advice. Basically, I wasn't really going through. So I was in like this like weird space, and I'm like, yo, you know what's weird is like, the dudes that I attract aren't the dudes that I'm necessarily like attracted to. You know what I mean? So like, for example, I met this guy. He was super nice. He was like, yeah, he was super nice, and he was such a gentleman. And then we went out once. We literally only went out to dinner once. And then after that, I just was like, no, like, he's not my type. Like, he's attractive. There was nothing wrong with him. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. And for some reason, I got scared. I got nervous. Her advice to me, the same person that asked me this, her advice to me was, so why are you wasting your time? Like, who cares? If you don't want to give him another shot, don't give him another shot. You don't have to justify your like moves. Basically, like, it's 2020. Live life, be happy for you. If you feel like, yo, this isn't, it could happen later on down the line, like a year, 2 years, maybe 20 years from now, I might run into the same guy. He might be my future husband, who knows? But right now, I'm not interested in you. Bye. Like, whatever, don't waste your time. Basically, life's way too short. I'm gonna give her that same exact advice back. I'm basically gonna tell you, don't waste your time. Like, okay, the D's good, so then let that nigga know, yo, this is what it really is. I'm quite frankly not interested in you like that. Like, I'm only interested in this, and that's it. Like, just let it be known. I feel like you shouldn't leave any gray areas, so there aren't any miscommunications, so there's no one getting like strung along. Like, you just let him know straight from jump, yo, I'm only interested in you for this, and potentially I might like you later on down the line, maybe, who knows, but right now I'm not. Like, I just want to call you when I want some, and when I don't answer your phone calls, it's because I'm really not horny right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just my advice. I feel like right now, 2020 year is clear vision. You already know what you want. You know that nigga's boring. You know you don't want nothing more from him. So let him know that. Let him know and keep it moving. Bitter exes and bitter baby mothers. Okay, so I'm not a bitter ex, but I am jealous. Like, I am a jealous ex. So in the sense that, like, if I see my ex doing something that I always asked him to do with me, but I see him doing it with his new girlfriend, I get jealous. Like, damn, like, I start to, like, damn, what does she have that I don't? But for the bitter exes, like, I've dated this dude and his ex, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. Almost caused a whole accident trying to pull up next to us because we was driving. Well, he was driving. We was driving down the street. She dead ass almost caused a whole full-blown car accident, bro. Driving on the other lane, like on the other side of the road, just to catch up to this dude. Just to say hi. Just to see him at the light and say what's up. And he was like, what's up? And then he's like, you're on the wrong side of the road. Like, what are you doing? She was like, yeah, I was just trying to say what's up. So, you know me, I'm like, from the passenger seat, like, hi sis, like, I'm here too. Like, what is good, bro? I feel like she was a bitter ex. To me, that's a bitter ex. Like, she was doing everything in her manpower to make sure she was still in the picture. Like, she would just be like, and I'm not even kidding you, when it came to this girl, I did not feel threatened at all. But I got satisfaction knowing that she wanted the guy that I was with. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that gave me a high. Like, that to me gave me a high. And I'm just like, yo, sis, like, you gotta chill. Like, chill out. Like, when I feel like you're a bitter ex when you took advantage of the dude you was with, you fucked up, you lost that nigga, and now you're trying to ruin the next relationship. Like, that to me makes you bitter. Like, you're like you're not accepting the fact that you did wrong in the relationship. Like, you caused this nigga to move on and be happy with someone else. Like, or vice versa. Like, you caused this chick to move the fuck on and be happy with another guy. That makes you a bitter ex, and now you're trying to sabotage her new relationship. That to me makes you bitter. And I wouldn't say I'm bitter. I would just say, like, I get jealous. Like, certain things, I'm not even gonna lie, I be seeing some stuff on internet and I be like, oh, you out here doing it. But when I was with you, you was not trying to make those moves. Like, things like that make me a little jealous. But I would never want to sabotage, like, this dude's new relationship. Like, I want him to genuinely be happy, like, that's that on the bitter exes. Bitter baby mothers, let me talk about it, sis. Let me tell you. Okay, there's this girl that called me a bitter baby mother. One, that's not me. That is not my character. I'm not bitter whatsoever. And nor was I jealous or anything like that. Like, I didn't. So basically, my baby daddy decided he wanted to go have a little fling or whatever, right? He wanted to have a situation. And he would not tell this girl the truth. Like, he would keep saying that we co-parent. He straight lied to this girl and said that we was co-parenting. But in actuality, we weren't. We were more than just co-parenting. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Long story short, she told me that I was a bitter baby mother and I needed to stay in my place. And I'm just like, sis, I am staying in my place. Like, I'm always gonna be in his life. Like, you gonna be in his life, we both gonna be in his life, whatever. But I'm gonna be here because we share a child. You know what I'm saying? So, to the bitter baby mother section of that comment, I think that if you're dealing with someone who ultimately has a child with someone else, you kind of need to, I wouldn't consider them a bitter baby mother. I would just consider, I want you to just know that that person, that BM is always going to be in your dude's life, regardless. So that's one. So if you can accept that and you're like, okay, like, not saying that they're going to mess around or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, they're going to have to talk. They're going to have to see each other. And you got to just kind of deal with it. Like, that's that. And if you can't deal with it, then you shouldn't be with someone that has a kid. Like, period. Or don't get involved with someone with a kid. Like, don't take anyone serious that has a kid. Like, if you want to just fuck with them, then just fuck with them. But then if you want to literally be involved in a relationship, in a committed relationship with someone that has a kid with someone else, know that he is going to be in constant communication with his baby mother. Like, that's just that, and you have to respect it. And vice versa, guys, if you're dealing with a girl with a kid with another guy, you gotta realize, like, she's gonna be in constant communication with her baby daddy. Not at all times, because sometimes they don't really have a relationship, and kids may be older and can communicate with their other parent. But if the kid is small and there is no other option, like, you just gotta realize that they're gonna be around each other at some point, you know. But that's just my take on that. But if you are dealing with someone who's like has a bitter baby mother or a bitter ex or a bitter baby daddy or bitter whatever, leave them. Like, why are you dealing with it? Like, do you see what we're living in right now? Like, you just spent all these months and now look at you stressed out at home while the niggas with his baby mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, quarantine with the baby mother and their kid. Don't do it. Don't do it. Life is too short. Don't do it. Next one says, I can't even. I'm gonna put these two together. Fake moaning and little D niggas. I can't. Okay, so fake moaning. We've all done it. Guys and girls have done it. Like, guys have said they finished but never finished. And girls, we fake moan all the time. Like, and if they told you they didn't, they're lying. Like, if a girl ever told you she never fake moan, she's hella lying. Like, guys, let me just tell you guys something. When she tells you that it was the best sex of her life, 9 times out of 10 it wasn't. Okay. Sorry, ladies, had to let the cat out the bag, because I'm just like, I had to tell the secret. It's because, like, guys be feeling we need to humble them a little bit. Like, we used to make them feel good, but now we need to humble them back. Now, like, chill out. And then the second one was little D niggas, like little dick niggas. But I'm not even gonna touch on that subject. Like, that's the same thing. Like, we gotta humble them, let them know, like, that's all you got. What do you do if a nigga is obsessed with you? Do we like obsessive niggas or do we block them? Sis, we block them. Back in high school, I used to love when a nigga was obsessed with me. Like, I love that shit. 10 years later, I don't like that. Like, why are you calling my phone every 5 minutes? Why are you texting me a lot? Like, I want my space. Like, I want a boyfriend, but don't want a boyfriend, if that makes any sense. That's why I feel like when I read my signs and they tell me, first of all, Miss Cleo told me that my future husband's gonna be a Gemini, because that's just gonna be my future husband. I think that when I read signs, like when I read the Gemini trait and I realize, like, oh, like, they don't like to be committed, or they don't like to be tied down. Like, Geminis don't really know what they want because they have two sides, or they're just misunderstood. I'm just like, I completely understand. Because I'm like, I don't want to be tied down either. Like, I want you to love me and I want to love you back. But I want you to love me from the kitchen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to go out, have a great time, and still come home to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. Like, I don't know what I want. This is why I'm single. Someone said your skincare routine. I don't really have a skincare routine, but I can tell you the products that I do use, and I can do that in another video. The next one, what do you do if we already said that. What do you do to keep your confidence up? For me, I'm actually gonna skip this question because this is something that I'm gonna be talking about in my next video. So stay tuned for that. This says, what turns you off from a guy and non-sexual actions that turn you on? Okay, so what turns me off is, I don't even know. There's so many things. Okay, so what turns me off? A liar turns me off. Someone who's super cocky. Not like, there's a difference between confident and cocky. Someone that's super cocky and just like full of themselves, like, that to me is a turn off. I don't really like dudes like that. Lastly, someone who's like dependent of others. Like if he's not a leader of his own, like he don't make his own decisions, like he depends on other people to make the decisions for him, that to me is a turn off. I don't like dudes like that. Like be a man, like that's what turns me on. And then the next question was a non-sexual act, like a non-sexual act that turns me on. One is parallel parking. If a guy can parallel park for some reason, that does something to my vagina. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh, and when they do like this, when they're when they're driving, right, and they drive like this, for some reason that turns me on. Like I have to stare at you. That, and then there's another one when they reverse the car like into the parking spot and they go like this and they don't look at the little camera or whatever. That turns me on. I don't even know why. I don't know why. Basically a guy that can drive turns me on. And yeah, that was the end of that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. That was so much fun. I feel like I talked a lot and I feel like this video is gonna be hella long, but I'll cut it down. I think you guys asked so many great questions that I was like kind of shook. I kind of want to do another one of these, but I want to like bring my friend so that we can like answer them together and we can get each other's opinions and stuff like that. Like that would be cool. If you guys want to see a video like that, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down below what kind of other videos you would like me to do that consist of drinking, because your girl likes to drink. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the post notification, which is the little bell that just allows you to get notified every time I post a video. Remember, I am uploading Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays, even though I haven't done it this past week. Whatever, I'm gonna upload a couple videos a week. And yeah, until next time.